Hello, hello, I am the Mobius Strip, I am forever, and this is my second YouTube video ever. Today we will talk about the second event that inspired me to create this channel. Before we get to it, let's quickly refresh on game theory that we went over in the last episode. Game theory involves agents, which are a human being with free will or agency. A agent has options. They can lower themselves, open themselves up, lower defenses for cooperation, like so. They can be guarded. They cannot cooperate with the people they're guarded from, but they also are more difficult to attack, and they can attack. My goal and the reason I was inspired to make this channel is I want to live in a high trust, functioning society, and game theory is one of the major factors. If we are all choosing option 1 and the people who choose option 3 are put in prison, we do not need to choose option 2 and we can live in a high trust society. Before we get started, don't forget to like the video. I'm new to this. Subscribe. We're going to get into some dark stuff now, so buckle up. I forgot to mention Agent 3. We talked about Agent 3 in my last video. Agent 3 is the woke observer. In traditional game theory, there's two agents. The woke observer is adding details to this. The woke observer observes regular interactions between two people and well, behaves in a way that is extremely counterproductive, insane, and is the reason we don't live in a high trust society. You can add other reasons to it, but this is a major reason. Charlie Kirk was shot in the neck on September 10th, 2025 by Tyler Robinson. That's the actual gun that was used while he was giving a speech at Utah Valley University. I will now show how this works in game theory, as well as including our third agent from video 1, the woke observer. Charlie was known for going to college campuses and trying to get students at the university to take the microphone and debate him. He wanted to talk things through. In this now famous clip, he believed that we as Americans, if we stopped talking to each other, we would start to fight. 1 second while I pull the clip up.
Around universities and have challenging conversations, and because that's what is so important to our country, is to find our disagreements respectfully, because when people stop talking, that's when violence happens.
Alright, we've all seen that in game theory. This is Charlie lowering his guard and opening himself up for cooperation, or talking about things instead of fighting, as he put it. Now, many of the social justice warrior woke types, the modern post-2015 leftist, left-wing types, did not like this at all. Plenty would talk with him, and there are clips of this. You can look up Charlie Kirk talking to people. People would talk back to him. Plenty of people would talk back to him. It was very common. The most common response is people would argue with him. It was a ton of content. I saw his content. It was viral. I saw it way before 2025. Right? That was the most common outcome. Some would threaten him. You can look up threats to Charlie Kirk. That was very normal. He needed a lot of security. He wore body armor. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep it together in this one. Charlie was adamant he should continue to speak and to not escalate to option 3, which is fighting, and not to take option 2, to retreat or to be guarded. He kept that metaphorical hand out for cooperation, for using your words, not fighting, not running away. And he wanted you to also use your words. He was clearly motivated by his belief in God and his love of his family and his country. It was around 2015 to 2020 that I started to see the phrase, I apologize, I should have clicked onto this earlier. This was a generic college student. If you Google that, that's what you get. So that's who he's talking to. It was around 2015 to 2020 that the phrase, words are violence, took hold in the young left in America. What's happening here is the woke third-party observer, Agent 3, sees Charlie, Agent 1, and the college student. Let's pretend the college student is behind Agent 3 here like he was earlier. And even though both are using their words to debate, they're both using their words to debate. That's very important. The woke third-party observer says that words are violence repeatedly, but he only says it to Charlie. And that's important. People like Charlie, he'll say it to. People on the side, quote-unquote, of Charlie, he'll say it to, but he only says it to them. This is Agent 3 changing the definition of opening yourself up for cooperation and lying to everyone speaking to him, which is Agent 2, right, who is the college students he's speaking to, saying that Charlie is actually not open for cooperation, but is actually attacking, stabbing, shooting, literally being violent to you, and that his words are not different from violence at all. So they're putting that on top of the hand and saying that's actually violence. The woke observer is wrong from a consistency point of view. There's other reasons you can point out he's wrong, but from a consistency point of view, within game theory, the woke observer is wrong. If words are violence and Charlie, Agent 1, and Agent 2, this college student, are both using their words, and words equals violence, therefore they're actually engaged in both choosing number 3, attack, which means they're both using violence because they are both using their words. The issue, which is obvious to me, is that the woke observer has a double standard. The woke observer believes that Charlie's words are violence and that the college student that is also using words is not engaged in violence. In game theory, this would be a scenario where one party, Agent 2, the college student, lowers their guard in cooperation, and Charlie attacks or stabs him. That's the scenario Agent 3 wants to portray. This scenario is false. It is a fabrication. It is a lie. Agent 3 is self-aware. Agent 3 knows that Agent 3 is lying. And again, they're both just talking. This is a crazy person. Or, we'll get to that. Of course none of this is true, but if it was true, it would be a good reason for the college students to choose option 2, remain guarded, to protect themselves from attack in game theory. And if enough attacks came from Charlie Kirk, and the holding up their guard was not good enough, right? He's literally shooting students with a gun, and you holding up your metaphorical shield is not protecting you. It would make logical sense for Agent 2, the student, to retaliate violently in self-defense. And now we have Agent 1 attacking and Agent 2 attacking in what I've called in my first video, worst case scenario. We're now fighting. We're both fighting. This is why Tyler felt he was allowed to shoot Charlie. That's why he thought he was right to shoot Charlie. He believed that words are violence. He thought that this was Agent 1 is shooting Agent 2. Agent 2 is just talking. So he replaced speech with violence. So now you have Agent 1 who's only using his words, but Tyler believes he's shooting or violent. And Agent 2 is now shooting back. Agent 3, the woke observer, over and over and over again, constantly repeating the phrase that words are violence. Say it enough, someone's going to believe it's true. And this is what happens. This is on purpose. Portraying him like this, although he's never assaulted a student, he's only ever used his words, is on purpose. Agent 3 wanted this. He wanted Charlie to come with a gun and shoot Charlie when he was just talking. He wanted that, and he got it. And we know that because hundreds of videos came out with over 100,000, 200,000 likes and millions of views on different social media. I saw a lot on YouTube. I don't have TikTok, but I saw like screenshots of TikTok on YouTube and on X. 200,000 likes on videos of leftists cheering on the assassination of Charlie Kirk. clearly everyone on that side, I don't mean every liberal, I mean everyone that liked the videos, those hundreds of thousands of people who said like, I like that you're cheering on his death, agree with Agent 3. And that is a massive problem. The first and most obvious reason is that the woke observer is wrong and most likely lying. They are lying because they wanted someone like Tyler to assault Charlie. They simply did not want to do it themselves. You could call them a coward, whatever you want to say. The second reason this is a problem is that conservatives, right-wingers, libertarians, moderates, you can name a whole bunch of people, but basically take the middle of the political spectrum and then go to the right, all of them. They do not believe that words are violence, and just witness Charlie Kirk open himself up for cooperation, as shown here, and get literally shot in the neck, and then hundreds of thousands of Americans liked videos cheering on the death of someone who, frankly, I mean, Charlie is less right-wing than me. Right? I don't think National Socialism's good, but like he's I'll get into that in a second. The groups I mentioned, from classical liberals all the way to the crazy all the bankers have the same hats people on the fringe right, are all operating in game theory. Right? That has them all going, "Whoa, I got to put my shield up." And remain guarded and stop cooperating. Some people are so shocked that they want to go straight to, "I'm going to shoot you back." Because he was just talking. The question that's on everyone's mind, at least on the American middle to the American right, is not about Tyler. He was one person. He's actually not the most important part here. It's the hundreds of thousands of likes of hundreds of videos. I'm gonna have to pause here. I actually spent like the last hour going through clips of left-wingers, mostly women, cheering on the death of Charlie. And I have a daughter that's less than 1 year old, and I can't keep watching videos of people cheering on his death. Almost all these videos are women saying that his daughter should be killed or deserved her father to die. I can't keep watching it. I wanted to show you a video of it. You've all seen it. If you're at my tiny YouTube channel watching this, you're probably not a leftist who says that these things don't happen. Look, I can't keep watching them. My daughter's less than 1 year old. I have slightly more right-wing opinions than Charlie. These people want me dead, and they want my daughter to watch. So I can't keep watching the videos. I'm sorry. I'm a regular dude, alright? So these videos of seemingly regular Americans, how can we as conservatives, libertarians, religious conservatives, religious people, because let's be honest, the left assumes you're going to church, you're evil. What do you do next? Like, I saw nurses on there. I saw teachers, I saw veterinarians, and other people I interact with, like regular, like not literally every day, but regular enough. Lots of them wanted Charlie dead, cheered for it, and mocked that his daughter was scared of the noise and tried to run to her dad while he was being shot in the neck. Especially if we hold similar beliefs to Charlie, what do you do next? Like, I know one of my next door neighbors are, I don't know how left-wing, but left-wing. Now that this has happened, I don't think I can fully open up to cooperation with them. Right? My wife and I moved to this neighborhood. We're first-time home buyers, very recently. I don't want to get doxxed, so I won't tell you when. But, like, we're still getting to know our neighbors, and I don't feel comfortable opening up anything that could even remotely show my views with them because of this. I feel far more comfortable with religious people. Like conservative people, right-leaning people, than I feel with other people. There are people I don't know what your beliefs are. I'm scared of you too, to a certain degree. This is how a low-trust society is created. When I take my dog to the vet, are the people there going to want me dead? Would they cheer if I got shot for saying I think abortion should be illegal except in cases of rape, incest, and the life of the mother? Every other case illegal. Like, are they gonna kill me? Are they gonna shoot me in the neck? That used to be a pretty normal opinion in this country. What about when my wife takes our daughter, who's less than 1 year old, to the pediatrician? Will they look up to see that my wife's voter registration has been Republican ever since she was old enough to vote? Are they going to see that she was a member of the college Republicans at her college? I mean, like, I saw videos of nurses and teachers saying his kids deserve to be next. So this is the second video on my new channel, the Mobius Strip. My dream is a high trust society. I want to live in one, and I want you to as well. My videos will show current and historic events in regards to game theory and second order effects. Come join me and let me know how much you disagree in the comments below. If you have a full-blown argument with someone in my comments section, that will have the second order effect of the algorithm sending my video to more people. Follow me on X and look at my posts. In my last video I said don't look at my comments, but I don't think I'm ever going to reveal my true identity, so you can look at my comments. I can get pretty fired up when I go to the bathroom at work, and that's typically when I'm commenting. Stay safe, find cooperative folks that you can trust, work hard, play, pray, and relax. I'll see you later.